and welcome to the Assembly Show. I'm Michelle Bangert, and I'm here with Michael Byrnes. He's the Executive Director of Certification Operations at ASQ, and he spoke at the event earlier today about unlocking your potential and how ASQ certifications accelerate career growth. So welcome, Michael. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about certifications, and in particular, how certifications enhance people's careers, benefit the collective community, and really add value to society as a whole and protect society as well. So it's thank you for having me. Hopefully today's podcast we can share some insights on how certifications and the value of certifications may enhance your career, your credibility, and really make an impact in your organization or in your personal career.
Perfect, yeah, that's great. So to start off with, what common questions do people have for you about ASQ certifications? Is there anything that comes up more often?
Absolutely. Some of the most critical questions we get asked about certifications are, what's the value of a certification? What preparation do I need to take a certification? And sometimes, how do I go about actually taking the certification exam itself? So my advice to people when we talk to them is more about, why do you want to go on a journey to earn a credential, especially an ASQ credential, which are internationally ISO 17024 accredited. So they're a gold standard in the world, and they're basically a credibility enhancer. There are salary benefits to it, but there's also leadership, intangible and tangible benefits to a credential. Most folks are really scared to take the first step. And I think it's important to realize that you're not alone. If this is your first time taking a certification in many years, you're not alone. Many people have come out of college, got into industry, many years later found themselves in a quality role, and now they're ready to take their career to the next level. The advice I would say is prepare, be consistent, read the body of knowledge, trust in the process, and be consistent, especially with study planning. And also pace yourself. It's not a sprint, but a marathon for taking a certification. So ramping up to take a 5-hour examination takes time, patience, and a refresher of your skills and knowledge that you may have acquired back in college that you have now absolutely forgotten. So that's kind of my advice. And then work with ASQ. We have the resources, we have question banks, we've got e-learning, we've got books, everything you can imagine to help you be successful in your career and your certification journey.
And you know a lot about certification since you took one of the exams yourself recently, is that right?
I did. There's a credential in the credentialing industry for us certification professionals. You wouldn't think it, but yes, we ourselves are credentialed professionals. And my learning journey was like many others. Came out of grad school maybe 15 years ago, kind of given my age here. But it wasn't lost on me that navigating a body of knowledge, understanding the gaps in my collective understanding of the industry, preparing and taking practice questions and ramping up my test preparation was key to success. So I did take those industry question banks. I did practice for an hour or two a week, and I also learned from some of the blind spots in my preparation as well. Funny enough, you walk the walk, you talk the talk. And my own personal experience is really similar to what everybody would anticipate when they take a certification. Be consistent, stay the course, prepare and cover those blind spots that you really want to focus on as part of the body of knowledge, and stick with it. And yes, I did get certified.
That's good, yeah, definitely. So do you have examples of how certification could help someone's career? Anyone, members you've talked to or people you've heard about?
Yep. So we've seen young professionals come in through the beginner level credentials, really understand about what quality is, what quality can mean to not only their career, but to the end product, the end user, everything from service to products to manufacturing, healthcare, anything you're in, it's really agnostic. Our credentials are designed to be agnostic to the industry. And the learning journey really is one where quality isn't something that you're taught in depth in college. It's really a need when you start working in industries and understand that it's the next evolution of ensuring that everything we do and produce is built with a process, it's executed with tools and methodologies. And individuals find that when they do dabble and move into quality, they come to love it. It's almost one of those things that you are thrust into, but you come to love it. And the surprising part of it is that everything you touch has a quality component to it. Whether it's the healthcare you receive, the shipped product that was sent from to your house with your child's present in there, or everything, quality touches us all. And the whole universe of that understanding really is something that our entry-level folks get to understand. Now, the next part of it is really pursuing their career to be perhaps quality engineers, quality auditors, reliability engineers. We have a vast portfolio that really covers the whole spectrum of quality, from beginner to management level, in many different fields of quality that are applicable across the world. So we have a large portfolio. We have something for every professional in any industry. It's agnostic. So do check us out on our website. We've got a large catalog, an interactive catalog that you can input your requirements, your years of experience, your degrees, and really see where you want to go in your career as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. And so can you tell us, how did you first become involved in quality or ASQ?
Okay. I studied to become an educational psychologist, and I ended up many years ago moving from Ireland to the United States, and then I found myself working actually in social work in Milwaukee. And from there I noticed an opening many years ago to work for ASQ. I'd never heard of ASQ. And I ended up working in the test development unit, developing the content for certifications with subject matter experts. And from there I began to progress in my career. It was the most enjoyable part of my job, is working with experts that are out in the industry, listening to their wisdom and knowledge and helping us develop the requirements for building a certification, making sure that it's fair, reliable, valid. And being in quality, everything is measured. And so we the best measurement folks in the world, supporting some of the best constructed products in our certification. And I've just grown in my position over time as part of the American Society for Quality.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And so when people are trying to get a certification, are there certain stumbling blocks that prevent them? Do you think it's the time or the cost, or what might stop someone from thinking about it?
I think it's the commitment. I really do. When you look at the credentials that are internationally recognized, everyone is enamored with achieving that certification, and the barrier sometimes is taking that first step. And if you procrastinate and put it off, you really set yourself up to just dabble in it, try and understand it a bit more. The best approach that I've seen that works is for those that literally will just come in, sign up for an exam, and then they'll work their way back with a study plan, and they'll learn, whether it's over 3 months or over 6 months or over 6 weeks, and they'll set themselves up for failure. The most successful professionals are the ones that spend a couple of hours a week, maybe form a study group in their organization, but get really into the body of knowledge and understand where they need to refresh on content. But consistency is the key, and preparation is the key. You can bring our books into these exams, they're open books, but you really have to prepare and really have to understand how to pace yourself to take this exam. So that's kind of where I've seen the success and the failures and the pitfalls, if you will, from taking an ASQ or for taking any certification in general.
That's interesting. Yeah, open book is useful, but only if you know where to look and check the information. You can't just...
It is a common misconception that I have an open book, I don't need to prepare. Under stressful conditions in an exam, and a timed exam at that, and trying to get through, for example, 150 questions, it is not as easy as you may think. And some of our answers require calculation. Some of our answers maybe, understand at the Bloom's level versus analyze. So you really have to understand the body of knowledge and each level of specificity in each of the domains and topics to utilize that book to help you get to the answer in a quick, timed stress environment. So don't underestimate having the book, because that is really a pitfall for folks that believe that it's easy. They're not. They're rigorous exams, and they're rigorous because of the professional nature of them, the public safety nature of them, and also the employer requirements and demand for these certifications, right? Nothing easy is worth achieving, right?
That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like some of them do have a reputation for being very difficult. Is there one that is especially popular you've seen in the quality field, or things that maybe people really are trying to get most?
Yeah, our quality engineer and our quality auditor are, I would say, there's nothing like our quality engineer and auditor in the world. These are the only two ISO 17024 accredited programs in the world, so they're highly regarded. Their employer requirements and in the competence that these professionals bring to industry and to organizations is incomparable. It really is a trained professional, and these are actually sought after sometimes in combination, where folks will get the auditor and they'll get the engineer to complement the skill set as well for various jobs that they work with, because auditing touches quality engineering and vice versa in terms of processes as well. So very complementary, and these are two largest, most popular certifications that we have.
And so how would someone get more involved if they want to be part of the process in writing the exam or all that?
Right, so now you're speaking my language, so I'm going to talk to the camera. If you really want to get involved with ASQ certification, please reach out to CERT, C-E-R-T, at asq.org. We have a lot of opportunities for you to work in our workshops where we do test writing, test construction, exam review, item review. We have a ton of opportunities, but we also, within ASQ, have opportunities within our different divisions and conferences and publications. If you want to become an author, we have an endless supply of volunteer opportunities, and you will learn a lot. So as much as you give to ASQ, you will receive in kind from the best quality network, in my opinion, out there, and from some fantastic mentors as well that can really elevate your career and take you to the next level. So be part of the community, get fulfilled with the work, come join us, and yes, we do have a little fun as well at the same time doing some serious work, but we have a little fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a great group. I feel like all the conferences and events, it's really tight-knit community, and people go way back and been really involved. So
yep, the network of quality professionals is, I would say it's unique. It's almost like a real niche group, but folks will come to events just to connect and reconnect over and over again, and they typically stay with us for a very long time. So there's a lot of brand loyalty, and there's a lot of satisfaction with the giving back aspect as well of our programs.
Yeah, definitely. It's so amazing. People are volunteering and they're spending so much time and all this stuff. So
yep.
That's great. So I think those are the main questions I have for you, but is there anything else you want to mention about the topic?
No, I think my advice to potential future certificants is, if you don't know where you want to go, we do have online tools and resources that I mentioned earlier on that are interactive that can help guide you. So it's not uncommon to have young professionals that are really unsure about whether to go down quality engineer, reliability engineer in fields, or even be in Six Sigma and what it means. We have a ton of resources online that can give you direction. They're interactive, they're based on your personal goals, but they can be used as a planning tool for future career planning as well. So check them out. They're there to enhance your credibility. They're there to inform you of where to go with your career. And most of all, they're designed for you to use. So we want to see you use them. We want to see that they're useful to you, and we want to see you succeed in your career.
Yeah, definitely. It was an impressive presentation, all the numbers and worldwide and thousands per year and everything. So that's great. Okay, well, that's all the time we have, but thank you for joining us today from the Assembly Show, and Michael, thank you for being here as well.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Assembly.